another edition of the pod. Dude, the Patriots better get Bill O'Brien.
Oh my god.
Also,
They're
Jerad Mayo,
fucking
what a move by him. Get more money. They must have thrown him like DC money or like close to head coach money.
Yeah, because he'd be out. He'd be a prime defensive coordinator candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said he wasn't getting DC. He was out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Are you gonna join?
Yeah,
Okay.
There he is.
Oh my god, there's too much Kyle going on right now. Oh jeez.
He's so happy.
Oh.
Yo.
All right.
Oh, what a save.
All right.
No.
P&Ns Podcast number 10.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Islander game against Minnesota
I
Wild.
thought you were a Rangers
What's
fan.
the score?
Oh, fuck that bullshit. It's
Went to a
1-0.
Rangers game.
Yeah, I know, dude. And I was, dude, hilarious. Also, Rizzy, thank you so much for the experience. It was great. I love a good hockey game. That was a great hockey game. Went to shootout, but it was in the shootout. Zuccarello went to go fucking do his thing. He scored, and I was the only one that jumped out of my seat and go, yeah! And everybody just looks around like I had 15 heads. And I was talking to this lady that was like, had to be close to 65, 70 years old. Great lady. We were ooh-goo-gahing over Ryan Reynolds because we did see him at the game. Exchange numbers to send Ryan Reynolds pictures to each other, which is very funny. But when I did that, she goes, I thought you were a Ranger fan. And I go, you think I'm wearing green to be a Ranger fan?
Man.
It was an electric experience. But Islanders all the way through. Too many khaki boys at the Ranger game.
Yo.
What does that mean?
No, Dylan's one of a kind.
Ranger fans are just khaki fucks, bro.
What does that even mean?
What do you mean? No, they're just white collar dudes.
Corporate.
Corporate America. Because it's a city, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even though like a bunch of Islander fans are the same way, but like Islander, you think of grit, blue collar, nothing goes their way.
What NFL team would be white collar then?
Cowboys.
That's not bad. Actually, Cowboys are not bad.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad one. Cowboys or even like any LA team, like the Rams.
Yeah.
Who else? I would definitely say like Tampa Bay.
Can't say Steelers. Can't.
No, I definitely can't say Steelers. That's like blue collar through and through.
That's working man's team.
You could say LA. I think LA would be the crack.
Yeah.
You know, just because of that whole area.
Should we hop into it?
Yeah, we're getting into it.
What'd you say, Kyle?
You and Colin, you always match when you have a hat or don't have a hat. The thing is like the first pod where you don't match.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I got
been
my
gone
hat.
for like 3 episodes now.
Yeah, dude.
Shows you don't watch, but all right.
I listen.
Also, do you all right? I need your help if you guys actually listen. I'm trying to find the clip of when we were talking about DeAndre Hopkins getting traded prior to the report.
Oh.
I forgot what episode that was. I was trying to go back the last 2. I listened to 2 and it wasn't there, so I think it might be
6.
4 back. 6? 6 or 5, right?
Oh, it's way back.
6.
It's where
I want to
said
say. I don't know why 6 is sticking out to me.
I remember I said, oh, they have Ertz. Wasn't it last one?
Oh, could have been.
I thought I heard it last one.
Collins, remember, we were
You
talking
guys were talking about the coaching changes and then the rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely got the one where Pat's flipping out about the Patriots.
Yeah, it's like every episode.
You want to see Cam Newton throw a football? Oh, that's my favorite.
Kyle's been itching to talk about the quarterback in over his right shoulder right now.
Who, Jimmy G?
No. Yeah, that's your right, Kyle? Lamar?
Lamar?
This one's right, yeah.
All right.
I've been interested.
let's just hop right into this playoff. It's juicy. It's going to be good. Some great matchups this weekend. Some not great matchups. Seahawks 49ers. Who do you guys got?
Niners.
Yeah, 49ers all the way.
Niners.
You good, Colin?
Niners, Seahawks. Who you got?
Niners for sure.
Yeah, not even close.
No, it'll be close. There's no way. It'll definitely be close. It's the playoffs.
Oh,
I don't think Niners are gonna smoke them. Like they didn't really blow them out when they played Thursday night a couple weeks ago. Like it was only 21-3.
Yeah.
And plus, like you have to know too, with Pete Carroll's playoff experience, like those defense, whether they're really good on paper or not, like they're still gonna show up. Even though, like I think it might become a blowout towards the end, but I don't think it'll be like a. I don't know. I could be wrong, but.
Oh, I think it's a blowout.
Do you?
I don't even think it's close.
Niners all the way though.
Oh,
Is Jimmy G or is Brock Purdy starting?
It's gonna be Purdy all the way through.
Yeah.
There's no need to change it up.
Jimmy G's timeline matches up with the NFC Championship, but I mean, if Brock gets them there, how do you sit him?
You can't.
You can't sit him. Can't at all.
Unless he gets hurt.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Next game.
Let's go.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Chargers, Jaguars. Who you got? This one's gonna be a
Jags.
tough one.
I said Jags.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I want Jags, but I think the Chargers pull it off.
Dude, they don't have Mike Williams.
He's coming back.
No, he's not.
So, question for you guys: if they lose this game, do you think Brandon Staley's out?
No, but he probably will be.
That was one of my questions. I was gonna say which coach is under the most pressure in these playoffs. I feel like it's got to be Staley or even McCarthy, right?
Yeah. Well, after he chose to start everyone last week, and then Mike Williams got hurt.
We'll see. Now, here's the double-edged sword with that, right? Everybody was given flack for Dayball for benching everybody, and then that's what you avoid when you do that, and then you lose the game. But then when you look at Chargers did, and you start everybody, and then you have your star or one of your good wide receivers get fucking carted off the field, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They had nothing to play for. They couldn't move any lower.
And they still laid an egg too with their starters.
Yeah. It's like you've been hurt. The Chargers' story this year has been they've been hurt all season.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why you'd risk that.
Yeah.
Makes zero sense. But if the Jags pull this upset a little bit, I'd be excited. I'd
definitely be excited. And it's in Jacksonville too. So, and that I don't know. I think it has an edge to it. Like, remember when Buffalo went down there? Yeah. That crowd noise was pumping when they went down there.
Well, which Trevor Lawrence is going to show up?
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean, if you think about it, right? It's like compared to those two quarterbacks, Lawrence and Herbert, Lawrence has more of the big time game experience than Herbert does. With all the Natty championship in the playoffs.
That's a game of defense.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, these last 5 weeks were pretty much playoff games for the Jags every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
It really was losing you're out type of thing.
Yeah. Herbert's been very, very up down. He's getting cold at the wrong time.
But ever since that rib injury.
Yeah.
But what was that? That was like week 4?
Yeah, but still, like you saw with Mike White, he had the broken ribs and he came back.
For sure. But I don't know. The Chargers may have not played their cards right with that one.
Completely different injuries, Kyle. Herbert had limb cartilage. Mike White had 5 broken ribs.
Yeah, okay, but you got to think,
And 2 different quarterbacks completely.
Well, Justin Herbert really never had a break. That was the thing. It was just keep going week after week. It happened too early in the season, and unfortunately they didn't really rest him too much. I think he was playing the week after anyway. So he never really had the proper time to heal, especially when you only had 1 bye week. That injury, you at least have to take a couple weeks for that.
So we're talking about the playoffs, not the Jets.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God! All right, next game: Dolphins versus Bills. Easy
Bills.
Bills.
This is
Blowout.
unanimous
That's
across
easy
the
one.
That's
Yeah,
sad.
that's easy.
Not really. This will be probably the biggest blowout of the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
No,
blowout.
no Tua or Teddy Bridgewater.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think he's playing.
So you guys think? So Tua's future. What do you guys think?
To be determined.
I
Yeah.
think he gets one more head injury.
I don't know, man. You gotta look at it now. It's just like I feel like each one's getting worse. You know what I'm saying?
Is what I said last week. It's, he has to determine whether his health or the money makes it, He's just going to be more susceptible every single time he gets hit.
Yeah.
And then the Dolphins have to have a better backup. Teddy Bridgewater steps in. Every single game that he stepped in, he's never finished. He's always had an injury, whether it was against the Jets, whether it was last week. He's got issues. I'm sorry. Okay, I talked about the Jets, but that was...
I don't know if I agree with that. I think Teddy Bridgewater is one of the best backup options you
Yeah.
can have.
I think any team would kill for that to have Teddy Bridgewater.
I think his injury, what was it, a couple weeks ago, was a freak injury. I think he slammed his finger on someone's hand or helmet when he was throwing the pass.
I don't know. It hasn't proved anything to me.
All right. We got two Giants fans in here. Giants or Vikings? Who we got?
Giants.
Gotta go Giants.
Giants.
Giants all the way.
I believe Kyle had something to say about this game with, yeah, take it away, Kyle.
No, that was in my question mailbag. I was gonna say, is Danny Dimes gonna be a top 5 quarterback in the next 3 years?
Yeah. All right. Can we talk about that?
Can we
for a
stop
second?
at that?
What? You guys let this man represent your fan base in that group chat? My fucking God.
Like I said, there
I
are fans,
I
and then
speak
there
for
are these
myself.
fans that actually decide to watch when they're actually relevant.
I speak
That's
for
what you
myself.
get. That's New York.
I don't associate with Dylan on Giants.
Riz, you're a Met fan. How many Met fans did you sporadically come across this past season when they were actually good? More than what you would think, right?
That stadium, you could tell who's a Mets fan,
Yeah.
who just became one. That's for
I
sure.
went to 4 games when they went 3-13 last year, and barely the seats were like every seat was empty. Now everybody's a Giant fan, so that's New York sports for you. Like think about the Knicks in 2020 when they went on that run. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, the Knicks!" Now I could tell you, I don't know who watches the Knicks anymore besides Ritz until they're good again. That's New York sports, dude.
What I was thinking when Dylan texted that, I was like, wow, half the league quarterbacks would have to die. Like fall off the face of the earth.
I put the list out there. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Jalen Hurts. He's like, yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Lamar's not even top 5 quarterback.
It was just a crazy take by Dylan.
But
He's like,
Jalen.
In 5 years down the line, we don't even know who we're going to get for quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? The talent, the crop that's going to come out of college. We don't know.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks are just going to keep getting better and better. And
Dylan.
Danny Dimes is going to get older and older. I don't see that correlating with him getting better.
I just don't see him do. Maybe.
I don't know about that. I think he took a giant step this year. Like a big step where nobody, like, how many of us on this panel could say that he's going to, like, if you let this time last year, Danny Dimes is going to be this Danny Dimes now. None of us would be confident in that.
This is what we saw flashes of his
Right.
when they benched Eli for him that his first year.
Yeah. No, true.
Now we're seeing it every game. He's not turning the ball over, which is huge. That's really what his main issue was.
Yeah.
Clean that up, and now we just gotta get healthy next year, and then get a top receiver to bring in.
And
Yeah,
like,
but-
look what he's doing without a top receiver, right? So it's like we don't really need a cream of the crop top receiver. We just kind of need
Spend like a first or second round pick on one or something, or sign
Yeah,
something.
I would even say a second, or
even like Kenny Galladay or something.
Hey, watch out for Kenny Galladay this Sunday.
Yeah, I think that he might have a breakout game.
Hey, he got a
That's what I'm
touchdown.
hearing. Yeah,
Nice touchdown. Vintage Kenny Galladay.
Was it a good touchdown or was it just like luck of the draw? It just kind of felt like, do you think about like a ball falling to the grace of God into somebody's lap? Like that was that type of catch. It was perfect. Like I'm happy for the guy because like it wasn't a talent issue that we were having with him. It was just like a buy into the process that Daboll was selling to him, right?
Yeah.
That's why that was the whole rumor mill was like he was just lazy in practice throughout training camp and Daboll didn't like it, as any coach should, not like that. And yeah. So maybe that turns it around.
What Kirk Cousins do you think we're gonna get this? Is it Sunday? It would be Sunday, right? Yeah.
Sunday, 30 game. Fox. Greg Olson calling it. I don't know.
I think we're gonna see him choke.
I just fucking suck.
I'm a little worried because I was reading today that McKinney might be shadowing Hawkinson, and that's a big height difference there if he's going to shadow Hawkinson all game.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
but
then-
Hawkinson was quiet in that first match.
Dory's first game back, he's probably going to be on Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. It's going to be
The pass rush has got to get to Kirk. Put him
Yeah.
under pressure.
that O-line is struggling at the right time too. And Dalvin hasn't been able to cook, but you never know. It's gonna be a fun playoff game. It's gonna be like a
Yeah.
I think we might see like 24-17 or even like a 27-24 game.
I think we're going to get, I'm saying it now, a big game out of Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's showing up.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, baby.
Did Dalvin have a big knee injury last game too? Or is that more?
He had like someone in his knee, but then he ended up coming
He got
back.
hurt for a little bit, yeah. And then they were just like, not mess with this. Let's take him out. And they played Madison, I think.
Yeah. And he scored a touchdown, I think, Madison.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me ask you this. You think Danny Dimes can keep this up though?
I see
Like,
why I
I'm
can.
just-
You got
No,
good.
I don't know. I don't see why I can't.
I'm just trying to see Dylan's thing where, it's like Pat said, you don't know the talent that's coming into the NFL. And he's saying that in the next 5 years, Danny Dimes is going to be the guy. So,
He's the guy for the Giants.
I think he is the guy now. They're gonna have to give him at least a 3-year deal this offseason.
I would say I'd
There's
give
plenty of teams that could use a quarterback if they let him hit free agency.
That's true. And I think he has showed up. So I think, he earns the respect to get that extra deal. But,
Think about
next-
ready. Think about this for a second, Kyle. Think about Daniel Jones going through what he did his first 4 years with all the coaching changes, offensive coordinating changes, the struggles he's had, the struggle the team's had, right? Have you heard him say anything negative about the franchise?
no, I think your coaching situation
You
right
had,
now-
well, no, I'm not talking about the coaching situation. I'm talking about the testament of who Daniel Jones is as a human being. To whereas you look at Kyler Murray, you look at what's his name? I can't think of his name. Zach Wilson from the Jets, right? Those two guys, for example. Yeah, you could throw Mac Jones in there. Just when shit wasn't going their way, they just kind of panicked, fled their arms up, and started to point fingers at somebody else and saying the development wasn't here. Daniel Jones had no development. He had Eli Manning to grow from his first year, which is great, and you can see that's actually paying off now. But when Eli wasn't there in that period, Daniel Jones was terrible, and he never said anything bad. So, I think if he puts his head down, he could keep this up.
Yeah, I agree. If you keep the work ethic, he'll get there. But I don't know if he'll be a top 5 quarterback.
No.
I mean, I think it's think about it. You don't really need to be a top 5 quarterback to win games, to win a Super Bowl, to win playoff games.
Nope.
You surround him with good players. He protects the ball.
Like Matthew Stafford wasn't a top 5
recipe.
player.
No, and I think it's like you guys pointed out. As long as you guys draft the right players around him, keep that offensive line good, and give him receivers who don't get hurt or pull their hamstring or actually try and practice, you're fine. So I think that's going to be a big thing this offseason, is you guys trying to develop this team a little bit further.
When you think about next year, when they're back at full strength, they'll have Shepard back. If I'm assuming they'll give him another 1 or 2 year deal. You got Hodgins, who's emerging. He's legit. He's a legit probably 2 or 3 for them now. And Slayton showed up. You can't let go of Slayton, I don't think.
No.
Especially since they traded Tony. Now there's a spot for Slayton, so
And you got to keep the Richard
there's
James.
worse receiver rooms in the league than that.
Yeah.
You can win with that.
No, I agree. Pat, you got the next game?
Huh?
Next game?
Another great matchup. Ravens versus Bengals.
Oh, this is right up Kyle's alley.
Snoop Huntley, baby.
So Lamar's out. So do we give any chance to the Ravens at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's one.
Yeah, I would.
I'm going Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals. Joe
I'm
Burrow.
definitely going Bengals, but I don't think it's going to be as a shit show as it is. I mean, do I think that their defense? Their game last week when Cincinnati still had all their starters in, their defense was kind of shutting down Cincinnati. It was just the turnovers from the offense, and they didn't have Snoop. Snoop might save the day, man. But obviously, Cincy's going to win. But
They'll have Dobbins. They'll have Dobbins this game. They rested him last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll give them credit. They've won a lot of games without Lamar.
Oh yeah.
They've grinded some ones out.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see. It's not gonna be an easy game for them, but
No.
I don't see Joe Burrow going in the playoffs and losing. That's probably not gonna happen.
You do have to remember though, it is the Cincinnati Bengals.
True.
Did you guys see what Joe Burrow said? I think it was either today or yesterday when somebody asked him about the window, like closing on the Bengals, and he goes, "The window's my career."
Yep, that was awesome.
Love that.
That was awesome with his fucking giant ass turtleneck. That was a good answer, right? Like, what is somebody gonna say to that? Like, yeah, I have to win within the next year or two. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like anybody that's confident enough to say, like, no, my whole career is time to win. That shows you like the top of the a quarterback is, you know.
So, do we think these playoff matchups are like actually pretty bad?
Yes.
This is horrible.
Yeah. The only one that's actually pretty good is the Giants and the Vikings.
And Chargers and Jags.
Chargers and Jags as well.
Cowboys, Bucs. That's gonna be close.
But even that, is that even a good game?
Yeah.
Like that's a
You
fun
don't know
game.
what you're getting with either team.
Right.
No.
Like they both show shades of like,
point.
holy shit, this is a terrible team to this team could actually win a Super Bowl. Like what Rizz said, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates.
So
I'm gonna go with the Bucs in that one.
Yep.
I can't go against Tom Brady ever.
He's getting hot at the right time too. Can't go against him.
I hate the Cowboys, but I will say this. The only thing the Cowboys have going for them is that ESPN pointed out that Brady is 7-0 against them. And usually whenever they do that, it's like, all right, it goes the reverse way.
Like this kicker has made 16 in a row, and then
I remember Jim Nantz did that. Oh, what was the kicker he did that to? I don't know. I forgot, but that was this year.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I think it was a Jet game. Or it was somebody the Jets were playing, and he jinxed it. But yeah, it's going to be I don't know. That Buccaneers team is so crazy.
You think if Bucs lose, do you think Todd Bowles will have a job?
Yeah.
You think he'll be on for another year?
I think it all depends what happens this offseason with Brady.
see what he does.
Brady, you might as well just go into maybe a rebuild unless they could bring in Jimmy G. Or Derek Carr. How about Derek Carr the Bucs if Brady leaves?
That's what I was thinking.
They also said Tom Brady might go to Miami too. So depending on that Tua situation.
Tom Brady's going.
I don't know if he'll go to Miami after that whole thing that played out with him and Sean Payton there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
But it's also too obvious that he's going to go to Vegas.
True.
Yeah.
Going back to the Patriots.
No.
I would love that. I would give him a big hug. I'd forgive him for everything he did.
Going back to what you said, Pat, about these matchups, I just think the Dolphins really don't deserve it. I think the Steelers or even the Pats probably would have been a better matchup against the Bills. Just don't think the Dolphins are really.
Well, I mean, we watched the same game, Patriots versus Bills. I mean, the scoreboard didn't show it, but it was a lot closer game than that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think if you fix the special teams when the Bills run the those comeback.
Don't. I've just gone over this. We're not rehashing the Patriots right now.
You and me both, buddy. We both spend our money.
I know. You don't understand how fully into that game I was. I haven't been into a Patriots game since when I put money on them against the Falcons in the Super Bowl. That's the last time I was fully in. I was fully in. I was a little drunk, but I was fully in.
I just think that matchup, Bills Dolphins, that's atrocious. And
if Tua was playing, it would
be atrocious. The Dolphins beat them earlier in the season.
If Tua was playing, that'd probably be the matchup. That'd be the matchup of the week if Tua was playing.
Yeah.
I do think with how this NFL season has gone, with what we are thinking, how these matchups are going to go, I think it's going to go completely the opposite. Yeah. The bad games are going to be a lot closer than we think, and the good games are going to could potentially be blowouts.
Yeah.
Because that's how the NFL season's gone.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. We'll just see what type of quality or the script that they write.
Are you saying the Seahawks are going to be the 49ers?
Oh my God. Imagine.
Dude, I'm not that's what I'm saying. I'm not counting the Seahawks out of the way.
I mean, if I'm picking out of the games that are going on this weekend, that's my trap game.
Yeah. No,
that's the biggest trap game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Think about all the years the Packers got booed in the past 2 years, right? Those have been trap games.
Mm.
Like the Bucs are supposed to get annihilated. The 49ers are supposed to get annihilated. They didn't.
Hey, Gino, all-time single-season Seahawks passing record now.
Top 10 quarterback this year.
Russ could never.
Russ did, bro, because
he passed Russ.
Yeah.
He passed Russ, bro. He did. Past tense. Not good enough.
Passed Russ, and now they have a top.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
They have now from the Broncos. Is that a top 5 pick or 6 or something?
No, I think it's I think it's 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, talk about Nathaniel Hackett kind of holding back the team. Russ is cooking.
Yeah.
Russ is cooking. Russ is playing backstreet ball right there, dude. It's gonna be interesting if you see.
I have a question.
What up?
Do you want to talk about what I witnessed on Twitter the other day?
I've been pretty active on Twitter. So
I witnessed you.
Oh, is it what have I tweeted? Oh no, yeah. No, I would thank you for reminding me that dude, that was so uncalled for.
You were coming for your head. I was gonna try to defend you.
Wasn't even worth it.
Kept going.
I just kept liking all the replies I could. So for context here, boys, Sunday night game goes off. Packers, they Sunday Night Football, instead of just praising the Detroit Lions, they just go straight to Aaron Rodgers. And when they panned to him, when Jameson Williams was like, "Yo, can I get your jersey?" And he was like, "I'll hang on to this one." Barstool, everybody was commenting. So I replied, and I said, for reference, the Packers have their own local company that makes their jerseys. The players get fined heavily for if they do a jersey swap. So it might be reading too much into it.
I didn't know that, actually.
Nobody else knows that. So I was getting reamed out. I'll go to the Twitter. So I
That's true, though.
Dude that zoomed in on the Nike patch, right? And goes, "That looks like a Nike patch to me."
Oh, they're
blind. Let's see.
Well, first off, they have to put the Nike patch because Nike sponsors all the jerseys.
Yeah. Right.
It's technically they only get one jersey, and if the guy probably zoomed in a little bit better, if he had magnifying glass, because we're going strict detail, they stitch every single jersey.
Okay,
fix. Well, no, I'm defending my friend. He's right. The Packers are the only team that uses a local company to fix their jerseys. That's why like Colin said, they don't do jersey swaps.
Hey, I'm learning something new here. I didn't know that.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Every jersey is made by Nike. ... Buddy, are you insane? You think Nike would allow that? Laugh emoji. Because the first thing these millionaires think of when swapping jerseys is they might get fined and say, no, Nike jersey, by the way. That swoosh on his shoulder is a slam dunk copyright infringement case. And then I got you dog. Yeah.
Who wrote you dog?
So it was a yo, are we not recording?
No, we are.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I just had a panic right there. Let's see. Brock with the flex emoji. It was Kermit the Frog saying, you dog. Oh, wait, never mind. I just clicked on it. I'm going to be real with you, dog. Shut the fuck up. That's what it says. You know when it just gives you the brief text and you click it and it's a bigger text? Dude, I got reamed, bro. I was just trying to spit some facts.
It's like our TikTok comments at the end of the day.
Dude, hey, at least we're getting recognized. I thought you were going to bring up the tweet, me trying to tweet at Busting with the Boys.
Oh, well.
I hope so one day.
I'm surprised. They're not going to. I could see that. Them having Marcus Mariota on one day.
Well, they started the pod when he was still on the team, so I thought it was kind of like, yo, why'd you have him on? Yeah. Also, Mariota isn't the best like public speaker too, so that could be a reason.
It'd be like having Kyle on.
No, pretty much. Just regurgitates the same shit.
Look at that! Look at that face he has. What is he looking at?
Oh, I was looking at the thing for Collins to back him up.
So I was looking at it, and there's barely any articles because I was gonna just tag one, but there's not many articles on it. It's Rippin' Athletic. I know that does it though.
Yeah, but I can't share my screen. But I found an article from Packers News about this guy's grandmother who literally would stitch the jerseys. I know, obviously, yes, grandmother, but still, before there was Nike, they would go to this Detroit Sporting Goods in Green Bay, and they would the Packers.
So if you look at the jerseys, though, they're still kind of like the Reebok ones with the holes in them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not the straight non-holes like how the Nike ones are that we all have.
That's a Nike swoosh, Jack.
Right. Yeah. So dog, shut the fuck up.
So speaking of grandmas, and it's close to a grandfather. Do you have anything to say, Kyle?
I said I was sorry. I was trying to make a Patman joke, you dick.
Asshole.
I am, okay? You know what? I'll be the first to admit I was a fucking dick. You want to pull up the text? Pull them up.
No, I'm not calling that part back in the chat.
I was trying to be funny and make a Patman joke because I'm a big hand sack of shit. And I was just trying to make a funny joke. But you know what? Just backfired me. So I'm sorry. There you go. I apologize on the P&Ns Pod.
So, Kyle, what do you think the Jets should do about the quarterback position this offseason? You're muted.
Fucking hate you. Fucking suck. I'm waiting for it now, Dick.
What?
Well, me personally, I think they should go after Jimmy G. The owner of the Jets is saying that they're buying into a quarterback. So I'm hoping they get Jimmy G. If not, maybe go Derek Carr. I asked you if they would do Lamar because
Lamar's not hitting free agency. The Ravens will franchise tag him before anything.
I think that's what's going to happen.
And then there will be a whole situation there.
But let me ask you boys this segue. Is Lamar Jackson worth $230 million? Or more, because that's what he wants more of than Deshaun.
I would pay him that.
Than Deshaun.
I wouldn't.
I feel like the Ravens don't put enough around him.
Yeah.
I could see that point. The only thing I will say though is like they completely reshuffled their whole offense towards him.
Yeah.
Granted, like they're not a throw first team, so they're not gonna go and like. Do I think they should get better receivers? Absolutely, but they're not gonna go and waste like a bunch of money on a receiver. They should draft one. I don't know why they ever got rid of Hollywood Brown this year.
That never made any sense to me.
No, never really did.
Then you got him Bateman, Duvernay emerged this year, and then you got Mark Andrews there. That's
And Likely,
good.
Isaiah Likely kind of came about
Yeah.
too. So,
He's very.
but the only reason why I say that is down the stretch the past 2 years, Lamar hasn't been available for them. So it's like, yeah, you could say 2 freak injuries, like injury ridden. Like, look at what we did to Christian McCaffrey coming into the season. We just kind of wrote him off because of the injuries. No one's really talking about that with Lamar, and Lamar being the physical. What's that?
What?
I didn't hear you said that. You're hiding behind your water
You did it
bottle.
right back.
There we go.
I like it. So I don't know. I don't think I would pay him that much.
That's tough. If you're the Ravens, though, right now the quarterback market, even in the draft,
you have to.
You're not going to find another Lamar Jackson or someone kind of like him.
He's a once in a generational player. I'll say that for sure.
I mean, Trevor. I mean, what is it? It's Trevor Huntley, right? Why did I think I was
Tyler Huntley.
Snoop?
What is it?
Tyler.
Tyler? Why did I think Trevor? Oh my god,
Snoop?
that's
It's
bad.
actually Snoop Huntley.
I thought last year he looked really good. This year he's kind of. I mean, he was injured, but yeah, you're not going to find another Lamar Jackson. So I think you kind of have to go all in on him and sign him.
I agree.
I mean, you look at what Kyler Murray got. I think Lamar is better than Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's facts.
100%. Yeah. Agreed. So, like, do you give him? I don't know. I just think it's so much to give him.
It's the way it's trending with these quarterbacks these days.
Yeah.
You ever think there's gonna be like a bubble of like the amount that they like?
It's only going to go up. It's only going to go up considering like how the viewership is going.
Yeah, but you got to think
all the media deals. Then did you guys hear what they're doing for the 4:00 games on Sundays next year?
No.
So instead of just giving like a bunch, like a certain number to CBS and a certain number to Fox, NFL's having all the networks bid for each of the 4:00 games.
Oh wow.
So it like the bidding is going to go crazy for like a good game. Say it's like week 12 and you have Patriots, Bills, and like they're really good that year. Both those teams.
Going Amazon Prime.
They're starting to flex Monday Night Football next year too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Colts Texans maybe.
Hey,
we're in 2023, not 2014.
High goes to the low. Actually, just goes to the lowest bidder.
Amazon. NFL Network.
Like, actually, who wants this game? We'll pay you to broadcast.
Yeah, well, that's rough, right? That's rough. And that's smart because no one's gonna I'm not gonna buy the Sunday ticket.
No.
Scott Hansen all the way.
See the amount of people canceling DirecTV?
Yeah.
And literally, you have to be on the phone for like an hour just to try to cancel. Like, that's how they're like fighting tooth and nail to try to keep you.
That's bad. That's your only selling point is the NFL Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
You lost it. That sucks. My dad has it. He only got direct because of the Sunday ticket. He was pissed when he heard that YouTube got it. He was like, how the fuck does YouTube gonna watch it? He was like, just never got it. Yeah, it should be interesting to see. But to your point, Kyle, I don't think there would be a cap to it. Do I think it's absurd and kind of silly? Yeah.
I just think that you could, depending on the player itself, you're putting all your money into this one guy. There's high possibility he may get hurt. Like you can see right now, Lamar's hurt. But
there's always going to be the risk, right?
Well, true, but I think there'll be a fine line where players are going to, owners or teams are going to be like, we go with this.
Well, that's what the Browns are perceived at now with that Deshaun Watson deal.
Yeah.
That might be a one-off. Like, obviously, see what Lamar gets, but that might be a one-off because it's so unrealistic for all these guys to do that with the owners and the team. Like, that's guaranteed money. That's just not fucking kick the can down the road.
Shit. I think it's too much to play players sometimes.
Who's the next big contract after Lamar? It's Joe Burrow, right?
Joe would
He's
be.
next.
Joey B.
That's going to be a big one.
I would argue Joey B should be in front of Lamar with that. But since Lamar is the MVP 4 years ago,
Yeah.
I don't know. And the Bengals don't like paying people. That's why they lost Carson Palmer the way they did. You know?
Well, they've got quite a few guys they got to pay coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll definitely lose T. Higgins because they're going to want to re-sign Jamar. It's going to be tough.
Let me ask you this. With, Brock Purdy being the way that he is, do you think, Jimmy G, the 49ers will let Jimmy G walk?
Thanks for stealing my question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think Brock Purdy, if they advance in the playoffs, like I said before, how do you not, even with Trey Lance coming back, how do you not start him next year?
And he's going to be cheaper than Trey Lance and
Yeah.
Shanahan's don't give a fuck.
That's true too.
Well, think about this. They benched a guy that took him to the NFC Championship for a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Shanahans don't care. They're going to start whoever they think is going to make it so they can win.
And you say Jimmy G's even playing if Trey Lance doesn't get hurt?
Yeah.
He could
Honestly, Pat,
right now.
that's a great point what you just brought up. Because now I'm thinking about it, right? Like, yeah, they benched the guy that took him to the NFC title game last year.
Yeah.
They were talking about benching this guy for 3 years that took him to the Super Bowl in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you flash forward to Kyle Shanahan's dad back in 2012, Robert Griffin III's rookie year, and they led him to the NFC East and the playoff game where he was hurt, a game he probably shouldn't have been playing in because his knee was paper fucking mache.
Yep.
Wanted to play him because Mike Shanahan came out and said he liked Kirk Cousins better than Robert Griffin III.
Yep.
So that's a valid point. Brock Purdy could lead this team to victory on the podium, holding Lombardi, and be benched the next season.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a 50-50 shot that it might happen. Because they gave up all those draft picks to go get the guy that hasn't been playing.
Staring at you, Kyle.
Yeah.
All right.
Kyle,
Do we think Aaron Rodgers is retiring? Or do you think he's back?
he's done.
I think he's done. I never say that. I don't know.
I think he's.
No.
I
got a different vibe from him after that game on Sunday compared to last year.
Yeah. It makes you wonder how tasking this year was on him.
Yeah.
He's also owed a lot of money next year that he's going to walk away from.
It's $50 million, right?
I think it was 60.
Oh,
60 mil.
shit.
He got 40 this year and he's getting 60 next year.
What do you do with that money?
Generation.
You buy the Milwaukee Bucks, buy real estate, buy a bunch of Papa John's.
Yeah, isn't he dating the Bucs owner's daughter or something?
Yeah, I heard that's rumored, right?
Yeah. What a guy.
Pretty crazy. I don't know, like that's a childhood if he retires.
That's crazy.
Like that's like the last of it, besides Brady, because he's the one-off. But like,
Brady's just gonna linger around the rest of our life.
Pretty much. He's been playing before us. Like he got drafted the year we're all born. That is crazy. Or at least was like a year away from getting drafted or whatever. Like,
Tom Brady is 56 and he's still on the free agency market.
dude, it's crazy. He just loves it. He lost his whole family because of it. It's wild. But if Rodgers goes, he's got a lot of the leverage in his court, right? Because he can demand the Packers for a trade, right? He could retire, but the Packers aren't in a bad situation either.
Yeah.
They could flip Rodgers, save the money, get a bunch of boatload of draft picks, build around Jordan Love, and you still have 2 years left with Jordan Love. So if he isn't the guy, you can go get in a year or two, go get another quarterback. With all the picks you get from Rodgers.
Yeah, but who's going to take that contract?
Jets.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's going to take that?
The only team was the Broncos last year, and then they pivoted to Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
See, like, that's the thing, right? Brady only had, like, 2 offers leaving New England, and
Yeah.
one of them was New England. You know, because they age.
Well, there was that whole rumor of the Raiders, the whole Brady Gronk package to the Raiders that Dana White claimed he was putting together.
Yeah, John Gruden said no. Put a kibosh on it. Rizz, I got another question for you. Shit. The Giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you give in Saquon? Or do you tag him?
That's tough. I don't know if I tag him. I think I was reading probably a week or so ago that him and Jones are probably gonna get like the same length of deals, probably like a 3 or 4 year deal each of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money you give.
Maybe like 14, 15
That
million.
market changes so much each year.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Like look
how.
at Zeke. Like Zeke kind of reset it, and now Zeke's kind of like getting a cut.
Yeah.
I'm sure some team will pick Zeke up.
It's tough. Running backs are once you hit that age and you slow down.
But you see with Cordero Patterson, he was a freaking beast last year, and this year he's just kind of lost his job to Tyler Algier.
That's false. That's false. I watched every Falcon game. That is false. They are the biggest running back by committee. Caleb Huntley, Tyler Algier, Damien. They had what's his name at first? I think his name was Avery Williams. CP84 was really carrying the boatload earlier in the season, and then Algier really came in. He had the quietest 1,000-yard rushing for sure. Good rookie campaign.
Yeah.
But
No,
Cordell did not lose a step.
I just don't think he's going to have the big role like he did last year, next year.
Oh, no, 100% not. Algier, you should definitely build around Algier.
Yeah.
Think about the, what's his name on the Panthers, too? Deontay Freeman?
Foreman.
That guy had a breakout year. But then you see people like Jonathan Taylor, right? He has that great year, and then this year's kind of like, eh.
That's why there's a stigma around the league that you don't pay a running back because of that reason, and it hasn't really translated to success like championship. You know.
You think who's going to take Ryan Tannehill? Isn't his contract up too?
They could cut him and save $27 million.
Falcons are going to get him.
Good.
Arthur Smith reunited.
Wait, Collins, you don't have faith in your rookie QB?
No.
I don't even think Vrabel has faith in him. It's the reason they started Josh Dobbs over him in the winner go home game.
I'm talking about on the Falcons.
I'm not a Falcon fan.
Oh, no, you're not. But, you follow them.
He hates Desmond Ridder.
That's another one. I don't even think they like Desmond Ridder because they're talking about drafting a quarterback this year.
Yeah, I think with Ridder, I think he's I don't know. I think the jury's definitely still out because he only played 4 games and he kind of progressed in the last game like a lot, but you could tell they don't believe in him, like the way they're running the offense.
Yeah.
At
least he stayed and showed up.
I mean, maybe they're a team that puts together a package to trade with the Bears for the first pick. Go get Bryce Young or CJ Stroud.
The thing with the Falcons, though, with that, right? They're gonna have like 80 mil with the cap this year, and then I don't know. That's tough. Like, do you lose the future you built around for that?
I don't think Kyle Pitts is the player that they drafted for, like they thought he was going to be, unless you just need a better quarterback to really support him. Because you had Matt Ryan, they had Marcus Mariota. So you could see, they haven't really done much success there. So when are you going to cut your losses with Kyle Pitts?
With who?
Kyle Pitts.
Oh. I don't know. I think it's right, the famous sophomore slump. Who knows like how they were getting covered, like how the defenses were playing them too. The nickelback playing him and then safety shadowing him. You know.
That's possible, but
What?
I could barely
What?
hear you, dude.
Yeah. What?
I said anything's possible.
What?
Oh, fuck you.
Pat, what do you think of Jerad Mayo, man?
I love it.
Sticking with the Patriot way.
So they just said extension, right?
Yeah.
They didn't say anything about role, right?
No.
Dude, I hope they give it to him because that man fucking deserves it. Like, you know, like ever since he's been a part of it, the defense has been what, like top 5 in the league?
Yeah.
Especially this last season.
It's the only thing keeping them afloat these past couple seasons.
Exactly.
But like, all right, no, I gotta play devil's advocate because I'm an asshole. How much is that with the two Belichicks and him running the show? Obviously, he's probably at the like running it, but how much is that is all like with Belichick's scheme?
But we don't know.
And input, right? Exactly, right. Like,
But
because
why? I'm gonna do devil's advocate against your devil's advocate. Mayo has been one of the only linebackers that has played in the Belichick system his whole career.
Yeah.
So who knows it better than he does?
That's true.
So devil's advocate, you're devil's advocate.
That's fair.
Well, tables have turned.
Turntables.
Yeah. Now the turntables have turned.
No, my have the turntables.
I do like Matt Patricia gone, and I think that was more well, not gone. He's probably still going to be with the Patriots.
Where do you think he goes?
That was more
Anywhere but
He was
calling
more rough.
offensive plays, he can go.
For real.
Hey, they didn't look bad against the Bills offensively.
Dude, Mac. Every time Mac plays his best games, the team just doesn't rally around him.
No, well, that's like that was just their whole story the whole year. They never played a complete game.
Mm-hmm.
It was either one part of the team sucked. It was either the defense wasn't playing great that day and the offense looked great, or special teams played great, like against the Jets, and the rest of the team's kind of part of it sucked, And now against the Bills, I would say the defense didn't play the greatest, but those 2 kickoff returns, and then you have fucking Nick Folk, who is like, you guys can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Nick Folk, who's fucking in a wheelchair and he can't even kick a ball, get a touchback, and then he squibs it out of bounds.
That man's a legend.
Like you've never seen a team.
Legend.
You've never seen a team like Belichick has run that the special teams has been this fucking bad.
So you need Joe Judge back over there.
Yeah. True.
Matthew Slater played his best football when Joe Judge was running the show.
But Belichick's bread and butter is special teams.
Yeah.
That's where he started. That's his. So for them to be that bad, it's like, oh shit, that was just the story of the season, I guess. Could never be a complete team.
Yeah.
And that's why they didn't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Patriots revenge tour coming.
I know.
They're gonna have fun this year.
They're gonna get Hopkins. They're gonna get.
All right, now, do you think Hopkins is leaving? Depending on like the GM and the coach they're gonna get. Like, all right, so say they get Sean Payton. Like, you don't think they could just work something out to give him less money and then just fucking ball out?
But you think Hopkins is gonna willingly take less money?
Probably not.
I read something today. I don't know how true it is, but he prefers to go to the Jaguars or Chargers.
Ooh.
Because they got the young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
No, I'm in DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
That's on Payton. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Him on the Chargers?
Him on the Jags?
Jags too, yeah.
Dude,
Jags would be nice. Him and
Jags-
Calvin and then freaking Christian Kirk.
Kirk's been going good too, and they're probably gonna re-up.
And then Zay
Ingram.
Jones is a 4.
Yeah, Zay Jones is.
What's up?
Lawrence T. Law loves fucking Zay Jones.
Yeah.
Like that's like his Darius Slayton, like his bailout guy.
That'd be insane. What are the realistic options for Hopkins?
He's not going to cost that much, so I think anyone that's looking for a receiver, Giants.
He's the Bears.
I mean, the Pats did try to trade Jamie Collins for him
That's true.
when Jamie Collins was good.
Put him on the Patriots.
Hey, a true number 1, C-Mac flourish. I don't hate that.
You think that will happen though?
I mean, that's the trend.
And he's not going to be worth like what the Cardinals gave up the first time.
But look at Josh Allen. You got him Stephon Diggs. Look at that leap he took. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the trend. You get him a solid number 1 wide receiver that they can rely on. They take that next great step.
Maybe
like
Giant.
that.
The only quarterback that really hasn't is actually he's lost a number 1 and still good. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true.
Yeah.
Which they're probably going to run the table. You know.
Imagine him going to the Chiefs, though. I'd be like filling Tyreek's spot right there.
Not really.
No.
I think it'd be a great offensive threat.
Hopkins would be great with Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying that, but I think him and Tyreek are 2 different wide receivers.
Yeah, but still, that's a big offensive threat right there.
Yeah.
Then again, the Chiefs aren't really consistent with who to throw the ball to besides Travis Kelce. They try to divvy it up between Sky Moore, there's Tony. They move it.
Why do you think they're having so much success?
Yeah.
Because no one knows how to
know which receiver the game plan for outside of Travis Kelce.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, but they even still, when they know it's going to go to Kelce, they can't stop him.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not that good.
Well, Jerick McKinnon, Isaiah, I can't pronounce his last name.
Pacheco.
Yeah. But, I mean, Jerick McKinnon's getting receiving touchdown every fucking game. They're on a tear.
Yeah.
They have so many weapons, you just don't know which one Pat Mahomes is going to use.
Jerick McKinnon won a lot of fantasy championships this year.
What about the team? I think you have to kind of adapt to that play. You have to have faith in all your players that they're going to catch the damn ball.
All right, Kyle. Last question for you.
Yeah.
Who's winning the Super Bowl?
I think the 49ers really have it.
Oh, you like the Niners?
I like the Niners. You have so many threats that are there. It's kind of hard. The defense is great all around. And I believe in Brock Purdy. Do you not agree?
Huh?
Do you not agree?
Well, you're mumbling, so I really can't understand what you're saying.
I'm sorry. I'm a little sick. All right? I've been sick the whole fucking week. I said that they have so many offensive threats there. And plus they have a great defense. And
I got my first shot today.
Good for you. And I also believe in Brock Purdy, so I think they're going to go pretty well.
Rizz, who's winning the Super Bowl?
Gonna go with the Bills.
Bills?
Yeah.
Storybook season, man.
Yeah.
Collins.
This is the year they do it.
I don't know. Keep going back between 3 teams that I won't name yet. Keep it a mystery. Keep it close to the vest.
Nice.
How about you, Pat?
I'm going Bengals.
Ooh.
Joey B going back, revenge tour. He's taking it this time.
The Bills-Bengals in the playoffs is going to be electric, though.
Yeah.
Because I have the Bills going and winning it just because of like what Riz is saying in the storybook. But at the same time, I don't know who's stopping the Chiefs.
Joey B.
All right.
He is undefeated against the Chiefs.
He's undefeated against the Chiefs. That is correct.
Joey
But
B.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think a lot of people are putting enough pressure on the Chiefs to like. Whereas they're not really getting over the hump. Like they got there, they won it, and then they got there again, but then that was kind of it.
Yeah.
You know, like we all hyped this up, like Mahomes is getting that Manning Brady effect, but like in the first 5 years of Brady's career, he had 3 rings. You know, Payton took him a while, but still.
I mean, Mahomes probably would if it wasn't for Brady. You probably have.
Oh yeah, he would have had 3. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. I don't know.
Because that first year when that AFC Championship game, probably win that game, they go into that game. So
yeah,
would have been a Super Bowl.
They probably win that.
Yeah.
That was the year too when the Rams and the Chiefs had that crazy game in Mexico City.
Yeah.
55 into overtime and shit. That game was fun.
Insane.
Jared Goff, shout out.
Just no defense.
No defense. The Chiefs aren't really known for their defense either. Besides like Chris Jones sending Chris Jones the whole time. So back when that Chiefs team had like Eric Berry, Tamba Ali, there was that Justin Houston. That guy was a stud. Marcus Peters too when he started. He was with them too.
Did they have one of the 4 brothers? No.
The who? Oh,
Kyle Fuller?
No, he was the Bears.
They had Kendall Fuller, right?
Yeah,
that's who it was.
You was solid.
Yeah.
Dude, Eric Berry, he fucking disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah. Because he battled the shot. He battled the cancer, came back for that like playoff run.
Yep.
And then that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe he played a year after that. He was cool, dude. He was fun to watch.
Yeah.
He was electric on the field. Even Earl Thomas. You know?
Oh, well.
What happened?
Earl Thomas?
No.
Didn't he get cut? He got caught double teaming a chick with his brother?
Yo, what? What a dog.
Oh, you guys didn't hear that?
No. I thought he just got
double teaming a chick.
Was it like illegal?
That came out when he got cut. Was he cut by the Ravens?
I think he asked for his release because he was like
that story came out like right as soon as he got released or cut or whatever.
Sorry. Was it like did he go to jail?
No, but it's just like, it's just more, you don't.
That's pretty gross to do that to your brother.
You don't do sexual intercourse with your brother. But...
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
That's right.
I just remember him with the Seahawks and he like tore his whole leg apart. And he's getting carted off and he's just giving the finger to Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I remember that.
When he was just actively like the Cowboys trade for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he went to like the locker room after their game that year. Holy shit.
All right, I gotta look up.
Thomas.
I gotta make sure that this Earl Thomas thing is actually a real thing. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, you're probably right. Like, there's so much shit that comes out. Like at the time, I probably would remember that. I don't remember that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Didn't Richard Sherman too get arrested recently too? Like a couple years ago.
Earl Thomas caught side by side with sibling Seth smashing 2 women. All right, I guess they weren't having sex with the same woman, but still, that's kind of weird.
What about Antonio Brown freaking getting held up? You guys see that story a while ago?
He's still getting held up.
What is it?
He's still
Antonio Brown was like getting chased by cops.
Remember he wouldn't leave the house?
Yeah, it was like
the guy just fizzled out.
Yeah. It was just like, yeah, what else is Antonio Brown going to do? What else is new?
Uh-oh. You guys ready for this? Broncos are front runner for Sean Payton, who likes their stable ownership and would be happy to work with Russ.
Wow.
Denver has no picks to give to the Saints.
So what is that? But I also read something that he wanted Vic Fangio as the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's the conflict of interest, right?
So are the Broncos just going, all right, yeah, whatever.
I mean, different ownership.
Yeah, this ownership wasn't here with Vic Fangio, right?
Ownership is still paying him.
But now the thing is Vic Fangio okay with it?
But, right, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Also, if Sean Payton likes the Broncos enough, how much do you want Vic Fangio as your defensive coordinator?
That's true.
Because you could just get a defensive coordinator for a year, and then Dennis Allen's going to be bye-bye next year probably, and you can just pick him back up. Like, I don't know. You know?
No, that's fair.
Or you can even get, like, I don't know. I mean, right. How strong is this tied to Vic Fangio, right? That's the number one question. Because that would be awkward. Because that half his players are still there.
True.
You know? Could be dicey. And see what happens. I don't know. That's a great question. Vic Fangio stopped Sean Payton from going Denver. That'd be the storyline, too.
Yeah.
That would be. It's also pretty wild, too, that like we're seeing a coach retire from the team that like he made relevant again and just didn't want to be part of the rebuild.
Yeah.
Like you guys had so many they had like 90 mil, 100 mil against the cap last year and no quarterback. Michael Thomas situation was kind of murky waters. And then bam. Now I'm just gonna retire. Go be on Fox for a year and then see what's out there. Yeah. Oh, and you guys will get compensated handsomely. For, you know.
Crazy.
What do you think the Colts do? That's an interesting spot.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't even know. Because you said Jim Harbaugh last time, but now he's saying he's not leaving college.
Well, so I was thinking about it and reading up on it. I heard he is willing to leave if the right job is available. But I would watch
that.
Right. That, and also, like, is he just using that as leverage to get more money from Michigan?
True.
From where he took that. I don't know, you know?
That's true.
But, right? So if you get Harbaugh with, like, Bryce Young or CJ Stroud on the Colts, build your team. I don't know. It's tough. And then I also saw today that they interviewed Eric Bieniemy.
Ooh.
But again, like, I think we talked about this last time too, Pat. Like, he doesn't really call the plays.
No.
And he kind of he had a big drop off.
So is this a bad time to tell you guys that I put money on the Giants to win?
All right, and that's episode 10 of P&Ns Podcast. See you guys in the future. I may or may not be around.
Is it bad, do you think, or?
No, don't tell Dylan because he's a
Don't
mush.
tell me. Just don't tell me.
All right, I won't tell you.
I was very upset because I wanted the Patriots and the Patriots lost. Who did you guys bet on the 4:00 slate? Oh, the Giants. You guys bet on the Giants. I had a small glimmer of hope. They lost. The Packers. I really wanted the Packers to go to the playoffs.
Hey.
I really thought they were going to slay the Lion.
I'm going back on hot streak right now.
And then
the
they
college
lost.
football. College football, I went 3 for 5, so I'm back on a hot streak.
Can you just like test the waters, bet on like the 49ers? Because then if the 49ers lose, then it's like, all right, don't bet on the Giants.
You want me to?
Yeah, that's the test.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
That's the test.
I'll
That's
do that.
the test.
That's the
if
test.
the 49ers win, then I give you full permission to bet on the Giants. But if they lose, Don't touch the Giants.
Okay. All right. Oh my god, the biggest trap game. This is the biggest trap game.
Biggest trap game. Gotta be.
How much you putting down, Pat?
For who?
49ers.
I'll just put like $10 down.
I would honestly might even give you $10 not to bet on the Giants too.
Well,
like whatever you would win, I just give you.
The money's already out there and it's already in form of a bet, and I can't cancel it. So,
who's your
right.
your provider?
Bye, Collins.
Oh, dude, don't do this to me, man. Don't do that to me. I'm getting upset. I think the Giants can win this game.
me too. That's why I put money on it.
Dude, Rizz, fuck, man.
That's tough.
I also did the over too. Over.
What's the over?
I think it's 48.
That's doable.
Did the over. Hey, we're all Giants fans, man.
Yes.
This week we're all.
Shut up, you fraud. You
What?
fucking fraud.
Oh,
Give
I
us
want,
TK.
ready for my, I want the Steelers in the playoffs. I want the
You
Steelers.
fraud.
Shut up.
I never said that. I
You
never
still-
said that. I never said that.
All right.
All I
let's rewind
said,
the tape.
all
Let's
I
rewind
said,
the tape.
all I said was I would like to see the Patriots, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers got in because that would be pretty cool. That's all I said. And I was still rooting for the Patriots. And then when John Brown, 2016 Arizona Cardinal, teammates with Afani
he's a
Moma,
young-
shout
he's a
out John
young
Brown
guy.
High School. He's a young individual, according to
Young-
Colin Coward. Oh, Skip Bayless, sorry. Oh, I got to loop this back to Colin Coward eventually, but I'll get to there. And I got excited because I was like, John Brown is back in the NFL. Let's fucking go. And Pat, just jugular. Not even like a fair warning, just a straight up fucking syringe right to the fucking jugular. Like, you fucking fraud coming at my neck on a silver platter.
What did I even say? I didn't think I just said fuck you.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what you said. I just have to exaggerate it. But then looping it back to Colin Coward, he was saying today that I lost the train of thought. Never mind. Fuck.
Actually, what you said was John Brown's still a thing.
That's
That was
me.
by Rizz. Collins goes, fuck yeah. Carson Palmer goated that guy. Pat goes, wow, okay, Collins, I see how. Rizz goes, Pat, there's still time, but that felt like a dagger to me. Pat, just like Kyle on the pod,
Yeah,
stabs in the back.
I didn't stab you in the back.
And then there was a big drive, and then Pat goes, wicked, huge. And then, yeah.
I think that was the fumble.
And then you said, wow, Nick Folk, I could kill him. If he's the kicker next year, I swear. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks, Kyle.
And then Pat was like, sorry, Kyle. But if you put money on the 49ers, I will match you.
Wow.
No, I'm not doing that again. I'm not
No,
losing.
don't do that again. Don't do that.
Dude, it's like $10. Who gives a crap?
That's true.
Don't do that. Can't say that. You can't say that.
I can't say that.
Can't say that.
I don't even think the Niners odds are like disgusting. Like,
Oh, I
if
bet.
like, I'd be winning like $1 probably.
No, imagine the
Oh.
Bills, Dolphins. That's bad, too.
All right, I got it. This is what Colin Coward said about the Giants. According to Colin Coward, the Giants will not be firing Brian Daboll because them clinching a playoff spot saved him 2 to 3 more years of his deal.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yep.
That guy's on Fox, and we're on YouTube. Let that sink in.
Yeah. If I bet $10 on the Niners, I will win $2. That's it.
Dude, hammer the Hawks. Why not?
Hey, all right. You guys want to hear who I bet for? I picked the Jaguars over the Chargers.
Yep.
I did the under on Bengals Ravens under 40.5. I think
That's
that'll
a good
be
one.
a low scoring game. I think the Bengals wipe before them. And then I did Giants over 48. and then I did Giants money line, and then I did Bucs over Cowboys money line, and that's it. So we'll see.
I like it. I like it.
We'll see how much money I lose.
Stu Finer in the making.
What did I say? I was this close. Oh, dude, I almost hit a big bet last night. You know, Rizz, you might know him on the Pelicans. What was his name? Najee Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So his odds for a double-double was like plus 1,000. So I just threw $8 on it. I would have won like $80.
Yeah.
He was 3 rebounds away.
Oh man.
Dude.
He went. I think he went 18-7. I would have fucking won $80. I was. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I was reading that because I think his family was in the stands, and he was like, "It's like I couldn't have a bad game with everyone watching me."
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a career game. I think it was probably a career high or close to it.
And then I have $60 on the Celtics over Warriors in the finals. If that goes through, I win like $800.
That'd be sweet.
So you got a rematch.
Yeah, and you could pay me my my money back.
Shut the fuck up.
How the Knicks this year, Riz?
I think they're the 7 seed right now. A lot of the close games where they're blowing leads should be winning them. Should realistically be 5 seed right now, but they've a lot of late game leads they lose. So
Still early, but they're kind of coming up on like the halfway point, right?
All-Star breaks in a month, yeah.
Wow. That's like hockey. Hockey's at their halfway point right now.
Brunson's been the real deal, though.
Yeah,
He's been solid.
he's been really good. Randall's back to where he was 2 years ago.
Tibbs got the boys playing. That's good.
Overplaying them.
Tibbs is saving his job.
What's up with RJ Barrett?
He's playing good too. He started off slow, but I think he had 27 last night.
Hey. What I just saw too, Nerlens Noel got he had to like pay back the Knicks or some shit.
I think it
Or
was
is that his agent?
something with commission with his agent for the deal.
Gotcha.
It's a whole thing.
Dude, I totally forgot about Nerlens Noel. And yeah, Pat.
What's up?
Is that gonna go up on the YouTube? That'd be funny.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be really cool.
Kyle, I really like your forehead.
Oh my god. You might lose viewers if you put Kyle on YouTube doing that.
So is this that's the pod, right? You think we're done, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.